today I'll be mostly visiting this place. The day's been out to the Brooklands Museum. Oh, this is a fantastic start today. The staff at Brooklands have allowed me to plug my e-bike in and charge it up. So thanks to Melanie and Mark that have made that available for me to do. How's this for a view of old school Britain?
No, I wouldn't. I live in Coventry. I bring down. I'm going down sorry, I'll give you a little piece. It's the entire way. That's kind of how you do it. It actually surprised me, I thought. Because it's quite roomy inside. Just not head-wise. Yeah. No, it's really surprising. You can get the suspension
From the time of the days when you had to clock in. It's a Valerio. It's one of the first, well, was the first plane to, or first powered flight across the Channel. The English Channel. They twist the wings. For the direction of flight. There's Barnes Wallace's Wellington. He designed the plane, the geodesic frame around it. He also used it for his trials on his designed bouncing bombs. Apparently this one was found at the bottom of Loch Ness. And they spent thousands of hours restoring it. That up there is one of the prototype Harrier Jump Jets. Just looking at where the propellers are bent. Looks like that might be done. If it hit ground, it would have been wrecked them, but since it crashed into a Loch Ness, it's the force of water which bent the propellers or the props. through the frame of the wing, you can see the fuel tanks. You'd think they'd be bigger. Obviously, you get the same on the other side, and they go halfway down the wing. There might be inside the fuselage. There might be some other fuel tanks as well.
Lots of other people will use the camera. Thank you very much.
Possibly the worst job in the RAF during the war was being the rear gunner. These things always remember me of the TIE fighters in Star Wars. So the fuel tanks went the other side of the engines as well. Are they metal? I don't know, padded. Got like thick foam around the metal. There's the radial engines they used. You see the engine was spinning when it went through. The other engine might not have been as running. In the fabric shop, some nice Singer sewing machines, and this is where they cut the fabric over old school aeroplanes, then put them over the frame of the wings, stitch them on, then apply doping which would shrink the fabric, then applied the painting for waterproofing afterwards, which then made the whole thing a lot more rigid. These are the tools of their trades. It's just one of the ribs in one of the wings, which make up the wing and give it its shape. As you can see on this wing, you've got all the ribs all held together in that frame there. There's a nice shot of an underneath of a Harrier Jump Jet, which brings me down to where I am at the moment, which is looking at a radial engine, walking down towards a turbo prop, which are the more efficient of the gas turbine engines. And I think those are the compressors for the actual turbine. So you get your fuel mixture thrown into those, and through ignition compression it ignites, creates energy and pushes it out the back, which turns the turbine around. I think that's how it works. Little twin pot piston engine. And I think that's that's your proper gas turbine jet engine. I take it that bit in the middle is where all the compression happens. I don't know if it's a high bypass jet engine. We shall see when we walk round here. Is this the intake of the engine? Now there's your business end of the jet engine. Which leads me down. So I think that's a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. There's a plaque on the crankshaft. I don't know if that's going to focus in. Central Flying School, Little Wissington. I wonder if that's a reduction drive. And there's a blower. Fully turbocharged, well, not turbocharged, is it? Is it turbocharged? It's forced air, whatever it is. It's a cockpit for a TSR-2. Not going to focus. No. Some interesting history about this plane. It never made it into production. It was the fastest. I think it was designed to be a like the first response for any attack from the Russians during the Cold War. But it was way ahead of its time. I think the Americans got a bit miffed with it that we actually managed to develop such a fast aeroplane and it never made it into production. If you Google TSR-2, there's a lot more history on it than I'll be able to tell you about it. Interesting plane. Here's another view of the Wellington from above. And there's one of the prototype Harrier Jump Jets. The amount of metal that's saved and weight saving, making that geodesic frame. Strength and lightness. I wonder if that's a fabric skin over that as well. focus. Let me go. Doesn't want to do it. Oh, now you can see the actual fuel tanks. Which are just there. And there, another set of fuel tanks. Can't see any other fuel tanks inside the plane, so I wonder what the range was on these aeroplanes. I think those things which give it is vectored thrust. Those would rotate down for taking off vertically, then rotate around to give you forward, or slowly go forward, or head towards the rear to give you forward thrust. Can't see the puffer ducts in it. Well, there's a puffer duct up there, I think. That's a puffer duct. The idea of them is when it's not moving forward and then it's hovering, they use the puffer ducts to steer the plane while it's hovering, or keep it under control. I'm guessing that one. And taking those flip up this way. Oh, let's move on to the next exhibition, which is the flight shed exhibition. Into the next bit. Oh, you walk into this shed and you're greeted with a hurricane. Probably the most used plane in the Battle of Britain. The Spitfire just stole its thunder, I think. It's a Hawker Hunter. There's another Harrier Jump Jet. It's the closest I've ever been to a Harrier Jump Jet. You don't realise how big these things are. They're huge. That's got to be easy 40 foot long or more. Yeah, that's a puffer duct, I think. There you go, yeah, danger. So you'd have like, puffs of like thrusters really. Just to keep the plane in control when it's hovering. Or when it hasn't got the airflow going over the wings. And that's with the, unlike the other one you saw, they were pointing backwards. That's when it's going to take its vertical takeoff, its VTOL. If you can see it, it's a single. Oh, well, we're now just going to walk through a Wellington. Magic. The co-pilot probably would have sat there. Oh, God, it's a tight squeeze, but it must have been little to sitting there. Bit claustrophobic. Oh, there's all your gauges. There's the radios inside the plane. Morse key. I take it that's the receiver at the bottom, and this on top would be the transmitter. Separate transmitter and receiver. Heading back down to where this must have been where the navigator sat as well. Heading towards the back of the aircraft. Got the fuselage. You can really see the geodesic framing now. And that's what it would look like heading down towards the rear gunner. A bit more room in the middle of it. But that's the front gubbins of a Wellington. Little bunk in the bed if you want to have a kip. Be a bit noisy though. And that'll be heading down towards the rear gunner. Magic. I think it's the closest I've ever got to a Concorde before. Smaller than you think. Yeah, if you come to Brooklands, you want to go on a Concorde, you've got to pre-book a separate ticket for it. Which I didn't, so we're not going on it. Maybe next time. Magic. So you should look for it from that direction. I never thought I'd ever stand underneath a Concorde. That's one of the Olympus engines over there. We'll look at that in a minute. Let's go and have a look at the front of the plane. It's a shame these things ever went out of service. British Airways didn't want to sell them on to Richard Branson. He would have carried it on till today, probably. Oh. I've got that lot to explore as well. I've still got loads more to see at the museum. It's bigger than you think. I've just finished having my lunch. It's a nice sitting area. Just behind, if you come to Brooklands, behind the Concorde, there's like some park benches, picnic tables basically. You can sit down and have a picnic or your lunch. But I've still got all that to explore. Head off to the London British Museum next, and then head off into visit the rest of the site. There's still loads to see. I doubt if I get it all in today, so it's there might be a second visit, might be a part 2. And if that's the case, you might see me walking through that. It's a Vickers VC10. I remember him watching this. I can't remember if it was on. Yeah, it was on the telly. I was at work at the time. They just about they flew it here. It's when they had its full runway. The runway was down where Mercedes World is there, and used to continue right the way down. But I think they only just about managed to have enough space to land this here. That's a long time ago. I remember seeing it on the news. It used to belong to the Sultan of Oman. Looks like you can go in that Vickers Viscount over there. I'm going to give it a go. I don't think you have to book to get into that one. We shall ask when we get down there. Well, let's see. We're just going to take a guided walk, well, me guided walk around Vickers Viscount, and I've got the plane to myself. Magic. It's the first time I've been in a proper plane since I was a kid. And there's its cockpit, there's the magic area. Oh, it's got a lovely smell to it as well. It's like everything's working in here as well. That's a fair old size, isn't it? Plenty of headroom. The days when you had turboprops before jet aircraft really took over for passenger aircraft. I wonder if we'll have to sit down in those seats. I'm not going to. Can't go beyond there. So this must be like the toilets down the end. It's about the same size as a normal single-decker coach inside. Hey, it must have been great fun flying off in one of these. Yeah, there's other people waiting to come in, so I better depart. Because of the COVID restrictions, only letting family groups or individuals come in on their own. So yeah, restrictions. Magic. One last look in the cockpit. And out we go. Oh, ouch. Looks like we're going into another one. Hello. Hello. Fine. Magic. That's just
gun emplacement.
A lot of it's repeated, you know, you've got the flight instruments on both sides. You tend to have just radio panels and flaps and everything down the centre, and then engine instruments in the middle. And then all your systems are above your head, so it tends to be fairly consistent.
A friend of mine works at Figures Formula One, and that was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And they did a swap with the Lancaster ground crew wanted to look around the Formula One collection.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll show you around the collection if I can have a look in the Lancaster.
Lancaster, brilliant.
And he went in and had a look.
Oh, there's a galley. And another cockpit.
It was the first two-man jet airline in the world. Yeah? Yeah, that's right. This was the first one.
Revolutionary in many ways.
Yeah. It is a trendsetter, really. In a lot of ways. Fully self-contained.
Yeah, with the stairs, I think.
Stairs back and front, hydraulically operated. APU.
If you look at that picture behind you,
That says everything about it, doesn't it?
you know what it's all about. Really.
I mean, it's somebody really thought it through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually watching the movie.
It's coming down from there. I'd love to get a Route Master and then convert it to run on electric. I love the solid rubber tyres. You'd never have to worry about a flat on there. I can just imagine what the ride will be like on it as well. There's an upstairs as well. It's a BYD electric bus. Oh, I think it's an electric bus. Yeah, it's an electric bus. Let's go for a wander around the BYD electric bus. This looks where I keep some of the batteries in that pod there. There must be some underneath it as well. And in there as well, it's got danger high voltage on it. Obviously down there, what a bit of all arches there. They must have more batteries than that on board. BYD's a Chinese made bus. I mean, they must have small batteries underneath, or must air conditioning on top. Those can't be the only batteries on board for it. Oh, I think that's a full Thames, isn't it? Yeah, full Thames van. wander around these. Oh. I was born in the wrong time. Lovely. We can see down there. I've got a selfie stick, so if I've done wrong now. Didn't miss much. I want to squeeze that, but I think if I did that, I'll get chucked out of the museum. Is this an R2? Or is it? No, that's an R2. If you pause the video, you might be able to read all that. That's an R2. There you go, if you want to read it, just pause it, pause the video. I wanted to do that. Actually, ain't that much difference. The gearbox and that's all in the same position as the Routmasters. Doesn't look much difference to a Routemaster at the back either. God, I miss driving, being given a lift on the Routmasters. Let's see if I can see right way up there. There you go. Sorry. This one's the prototype for the Routemaster.
No, I think it is. I went in there.
I think through there.
Is that the way out through there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is it going to be loud enough? It's not going to be impressed.
We had bombs going off as well.
I think this is another RT. And this one used to go to the 188 Range Parks to Clapham Common. No, we don't need to go on these things, they're too modern. We're going on this one though. I remember these buses when I was a kid. That's pre-decimalisation as well. Automatic box. Or semi-automatic box, I guess. Oh, do you remember them. Crikey. You had two options. You could either pay here, or you could walk through here, put your money, and pay for your ticket. Cheers. I remember using those. The old marquettes. The marquette is the coverings over the chairs. I can't help it, I've got to sit down. How can you come into an old bus like this and not sit down and have a good look down the bus? There you go. 1977. Yeah, this brings back some good memories. And graffiti from the day. Nothing's changed much, has it? We've already looked at this, haven't we? Going round in circles. Ooh, we can go on this one. It's a canteen unit. That'd be rude not to go on board and have a look. Oh, great. Sort of stuff. There's the menu. Hey, until you're in England, can't you? Oh, one please. Little Ascot in there. This would make the ideal caravan, wouldn't it? Oh, Bedford ambulance. Oh. So he used to get carted to the hospitals. All mod cons. That's some jack, isn't it? What's up here? Can you go up here? Soon find out. That's a nice viewing gallery up here. Sure, those were the first hopper buses. You can pause to watch all these if you want. Read them, I mean. Should be that one there. Magic. The underpinnings of an RT. So diesel injection, mechanical.
In the sound construction, the safety factor depends mainly on steering and brakes, and it's not wise to wait for the dog to step into the road or the street of the town crossing to see how well they work. At home, they measure brake performance with those on tight. For brake, reading 75 on
So the gearbox is in the middle of the chassis, which leads up to a hydraulic pump or compressor. And that's a compressor for the air brakes. It's a blue box in the middle. So the air compressor worked off the actual prop, so it didn't work while the bus wasn't in motion.
Their side brake links, readjusted, retested.
So the bus, well, it looks like the bus actually had to be moving for the air compressor to work.
After that,
That's the blue tank for the compressed air for the brakes,
yeah, as elsewhere,
which is just
principle in practice.
there.
Job to be done.
Air compressor,
Study it carefully.
brakes, and then you got a linkage from that to the prop coming up from the clutch or from the bell housing.
For example, you don't want paint on the windows.
Oh, show me some. Can I get a bit too much light coming, reflecting off the
Rolled round onto the paint line.
glass here.
Points back towards London again. A job to be done, and a man to do it. Again, a principle in practice. First, bring him into a suitable space to perform his task. A fan will be put filtered air to avoid damage from dust. Release him to worry about his clothes or health. Arm him with the necessary equipment. Next, provide him with every possible mobility. Free him from having to rest.
It looks like an alternator, doesn't it? Who knows what that is? Oh no, that might be the clutches in an automatic box. I don't know. There's nothing written now. Oh, you're getting everything walks and all today. I can't be ever bothered to edit this. Danger. Unexploded bomb. So we're wandering into my toilet, are we? No. Behave yourself. What, that sounds like a doodle bug going over. Little buzz bomb. Rats. I didn't bring my Oyster card. Oh, I better get out. Right into the gift shop. Well, that was a walk around the London Bus Museum, which is inside Brooklands Museum. She's really started from that direction there. This is where we're heading next. Hopefully we're going to see the Stratosphere Chamber. That's something you'll be interested in, Gareth.
No. Yeah, there are some photographs around of people. But yeah.
It's fuel tank now. I like its brakes. Actually, it's a bicycle chain, isn't it? Also very slippy through the air. Sorry, jeez.
Okay, well, this probably wouldn't have been open. This particular building wouldn't have been open. 2014.
I wonder if that would be the air intake into it. So air gets sucked in through there. Yeah. So all this lot will be to control the fans, which are probably behind there. Air gets sucked in through there. And that's the chamber inside there. That's probably just compressed air to get the thing rolling. It's like a big starter motor, but just used with compressed air to get the fans spinning. And it's then probably taken over with electric motors, I guess. Let's just tell you there, the plant room. It's like something out of a steam engine, isn't it? Just to give you an idea how big it is, there's someone standing now. And we're going up there. Tiny. So I wonder if it's an inlet and exhaust. Maybe they were the inlets and that was the exhaust. Oh, the great door. Let's have a look. Great door to the other stratosphere. Jumps closed by turning the wheels. In its closed position. Right, I've got that totally wrong. That whole lot there moves. It's on wheels. That's the stratosphere there. For testing high altitude stuff. What happens is that's on wheels and the whole lot moves over and locks into there, and you have separate inlets and outlets in there which let the air in there and then get thrusted out there. Those are the electric motors to the fans, So what happens is this is like the back door of it. This whole thing moves in that direction, and this rubber sill will lock up against the stratosphere in there, which we've yet to see. Those tubes over there are actually fire extinguishers, and they've also got cooling in there as well, which can take it down apparently to -60. Right, let's go and have a look at the actual insides of the stratosphere. The methanol was used with ammonia for the coolant.
The wall here is this wall here, which is
God, that must have been something. So that's the inside gubbins. So that there is that there,
and into the
and then that slides along.
which used to give them access when it was.
Those are your inlets there. Those would be your inlets, and that goes into the stratospheric chamber there.
1946, 47, in use
That was it outside.
to 81.
And there's a better diagram of how it works. All that plant there, as the evaporators and so on, that was all over there. So that's the room we've just walked through. Apparently this is all shipped down from, manufactured up at Vickers in Barrow-in-Furness, and brought down piece by piece and set up here. I like that sign. Danger. I like the door to it as well. That's the sort of front door where I want for my flat. And have that sign at the top as well. It's going to take us up into the control room. We'll have a look in the control room, then have an actual look in the stratosphere itself. Ooh, wireless communications display, we'll see that as well. So this is the control room to the stratosphere.
Where I live is at the time. I've worked so many overnight shifts lately that I'm not even sure what day it is. My ears are ringing from the constant noise of the pumps and compressors, and as for the ammonia fumes, we're testing the cabin section of a Vickers Vanguard airliner. Been at it for 4 months and done over 28,000 tests of varying pressure cycles to simulate flying at different heights. Before this, we did warm weather tests.
That's got to be the control for the actual fans, isn't it? It looks like it, doesn't it?
The chamber right down to sub-zero cold trials. It's essential work.
Well, that's how cold. That's how cold they. Hang on, minus. Yeah, that's how cold they could get it down to. Was that the other way?
Now modified,
Who knows?
solving the problems. Since we started the project, the chamber has been working constantly. Though we did close down on Christmas Eve for the usual R&D department Christmas do over in the clubhouse, but we're back working again before the new year. Mind you, it has not been without problems. We lost 5 days last week after some cracks appeared in the back of the test cabin, and that blasted white truck valves on the blinking again. Anyway, all sorted now, and we're off and running again. Right.
Some of the things they did in the stratosphere. Weather to order.
So we can get the machinery started.
So you get nice and chilly in that.
Plant checks done. The works electrician in the substation will switch on.
Right, let's take a wander over and have a look into the stratosphere itself. Oh, yeah. There's an airlock as well. Can you imagine working in there? Cool. And this is your airlock. Oops, a bit creaky, isn't it? See, it's all open at the back. The bit of the stratosphere would come over and lock. You can just about see the end of the stratosphere. Right, we'll get to the back of that in a minute. I'm going to look at the Wiley Street. Oh, there you go. There's the doors to the right, can you move them? No. There's the door, or part of the door for the airlock. It's the first time I've been in an airlock before. When you think of airlocks, you think of the Enterprise or some kind of science fiction film, don't you? With great acoustics in it. Let's wander down. I've been asked to see if there's an FRG 88 in there. Doesn't look like there's anyone doing this today. Oh, there's another look. There's a stratosphere again. That's all this out a bit. This would be where the air would come in. Oh, there's no one doing it. There's not much in there, is there? This is the communications room. I wonder if anything's beyond them curtains there. Nope. Just more gear. Oh well. I was expecting to see some modern radio gear in here as well. I suppose this is the radios of the day. Well, this answers the question. There's no FRG 88 in here, Alan. So you can ring your friend up and ask him if he wants it. But then again, I don't know if they have any other equipment on those desks when the station's manned. God, that's old. God, that old Kenwood. I remember them. It's on 70 sims. Bit of an odd frequency, 433 300. Really wants to be on 200. No, it's 432 200. That's a repeater. It's on. Don't know what UHF repeater that's on, so that'll be on FM. It's alright, it's 433, not 432. God, that's ancient. Still quite collectible though. That's a scanner. So, and this stuff, I haven't got a clue. Why you need the black box in a here? So unfortunately today the station wasn't manned. Never mind. There's Carol walking around. Some more pictures of the stratosphere. Another radio engine. turboprop. You're walking right around the stratosphere now. And these things are used to simulate all sorts of things, all weather conditions, what things are worked up in high altitude, what dicing would do to it at high altitude. Some of the early jet engines. It's your air intake. I take it all those there would be compressors. So your kerosene would go in there, all your air would get sucked in there, probably come through the manifold into here, at a guess, I'm guessing it's compressed. Those would probably be your kerosene injectors. Squirt in fuel, under high pressure, ignite, create lots of hot air, get exhausted out the turbine at the back and create thrust. Don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Ditto of these ones here. That's the front end of it. Makes you wonder where the air intakes were on these things, doesn't it? I'm guessing it must be in there. Oh, it must be there. That must be the air intake. Sucked in there, in through the for the compressors. And then blown through here. It's just your arse end of the engine. You've got some cutouts of the compressor. So that must be the injector. That must be like some kind of ignition they had inside it as well. So fuel. I don't know, fuel, but it must be the fuel injector there. I don't know what that's for. Maybe some kind of balancing pipe. There's all your fingers of the turbines. Let's go for a wander up it. Oh, it looks like a tall boy bomb now. There you go. That's a bit from earlier on we saw. That bit there slides towards us and covers this up. Huge. Here's the stratosphere. It's on the back. See, that's the bit we saw earlier on, which just, you can see it now. That would just move over on wheels and cover that up and seal it all up. And those are the air intakes there. And it all get, through the manifolds, get thrusted through into there and exhausted out the other side. And you can walk up into it. I wonder if the thing would work today if I got it to go. I wonder what the modern day equivalents would look like. And that's where the air would escape through round the back there. We was up there earlier on, looking through the hatch. That's where the airlock is, up there. Ah, the attire of the day. That's probably what you'd have to wear to work inside there. These things, it gets a bit chillier now. Magic. That's Barnes Wallace's Tall Boy bomb. I think that's the biggest bomb they made during the Second World War. Oh, and that's an actual bouncing bomb. Which they used on the dams in Germany. Or used in that film, The Dam Busters. That must be one of the practice balls they were using. So that's what I filled those, these are like the test bombs. So it's just like, so it looks like it's just filled up with concrete or sand. Metal casing. A shaft going through it to spin the thing up. And they let the thing go. And that's them spinning the bomb up there. Or spinning their test bomb up. Getting it up to speed. So that's one way of finding out everything's in balance. Oh, there's another bit that's inside the chamber by the looks of it. Chilly. Cool. Oh, I just noticed this. If you ever watched the film The Dam Busters, that's a catapult he was using. Not when he's at his home. When he was at home, he was just testing it into a bucket of water, but I'll have to watch the film again. But I'm sure that's the thing when he was in the actual chamber, when he was going down that water tank they had. He'd be at the other end, using a catapult there to spin off the golf balls, whatever he was using at the time. I think we've been around pretty much around the whole site. I must say, I'm not really interested in the cars. Nice that they are. The only bit I haven't explored yet is up here. Looks like it's all their offices for the museum in there. What a great place to work. This is the actual entrance to the museum. I came in a different way because I came on my e-bike. So if you was coming here yourself, you'd come in through that entrance, but I was awkward. It's all, I like the buildings, but not really into racing cars. Oh, looks like there's a bicycle museum over there. That'd be worth looking at. Where's the entrance?
We're coming in.
So there's an old Morgan in there. This is more like it. I like that one now.
I can very much see this being like.
You got a rally chopper over there. I had loads of them when I was a kid, but I had about 3 of them. That's like the later versions of the choppers. The rally choppers, that is. There's another one up there.
Vickers engineers tell their ingenuity to warm up. Bars once and the bars
My sister Claire used to have one of those. My dad used to borrow it to cycle to work. I like that. That's nice, isn't it?
Two people go on this bike, one person on the same bike.
So you've got a small sidecar on it as well.
This bike. Yeah, have a look at this bike. Can't do that anymore though.
No, it isn't. It's quite legal.
Is it? Yep. It's a big trip.
It's got a slightly different tank on that one. Notice they've all got Springer forks on them. Nothing telescopic there. There's a Brough Superior.
That's what honest forever. Yes. I think that's what it's called.
As I say, I can't tell the truth about you anymore. It's all been balanced. Let me get on to this. Yeah, you're not going to get let's take care of that. That's what he was saying. So it's racing heritage, you know the track. It was on maintenance. Last time I came, it was busy. She was away for maintenance. Can we go out?
God, you can smell the old petrol in there.
How are we going in this car? Look at those cars.
Why is that?
It's blue.
That's more like it. You think about it, now we've got e-bikes, but that's what they had in the day before e-bikes. Basically, it's a moped. That's cool. Basically, a mid-drive internal combustion engine. Well, that's it for me today. Seen as much as I want to see. I've had a good day out at Brooklands. It's the first time I've been there. It's a great place to visit. If you ever get the chance, come along. You'll have a good afternoon out. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. And come back, and the old girl is fully charged, ready to take me home. Again, thank you Melanie and Mark for letting me do this.